All right, what's going on, guys? So we're here today to present to you something that we've been working on as a team for a while now. We're really excited to get it started up, and I wanted to introduce it. So we're going to be starting a timepiece trading podcast, which you guys are going to be seeing today here for the first time. Our idea behind the podcast is giving a lot of information that people have been asking for, which is what do our clients do, what are their backgrounds, how they get into watches, how they, sort of come about finding timepiece trading or whatever it may be. And it's going to shed a lot of light on the industry and also people's decision making and just about them in general. So it's going to be sort of this casual layout. We're just going to be talking every single week. We're going to have a new guest. So we're going to be rotating people in and out. So you're going to get to see people from all walks of life and all different industries. Really excited to bring it to you guys. And we're going to be starting it today with Alex Temiz, our very good friend. So he's going to be coming on right now. What's going on, brother? How are you? How's everything? Nice to see you. What's up, bro?
What's up, bro? How are you?
What's going on, bro? How's everything been?
Good,
back in sunny Miami.
Back here finally. Let's take this shot to begin with, right?
Let's get it.
Let's do it.
Cheers.
Cheers, bro. Cheers, bro. I don't know if I'm going to be able to take
I
this.
never take shots, so.
We'll try it. Light work. So how's everything been? Definitely much nicer being down here rather than
Yeah, bro. Right now in
cold
New Jersey,
right?
New Jersey's snowing. New Jersey's cold, and it kind of sucks, man. Miami's like my vacation spot. You know what I'm saying?
How often do you come down here?
I try to come down here every other month, bro. Like whenever like work gets a little bit tough, this is like my safe haven. This is like how I escape from like being in my normal routine. Because if I'm stuck in New Jersey, when I'm stuck in my office working all day, like it's very unhappy. So being here in the sun, like seeing friends, just hanging out is like, bro, it's a great experience. You know what I'm saying?
It sets you up for the week to get back to
Exactly.
Well, actually, we'll talk about that now. So what we're gonna do first is we're actually gonna do a little wrist check to see what's on everyone's wrist. So what'd you wear down here to Miami?
So I have the 3502 Nadal and the TPT.
Nice.
You put the red strap on it. You're gonna be changing that out, or you're gonna be rocking the red for a while?
I like red, bro. Red's actually my favorite color, so I'm gonna be rocking the red for a while. The only other color that I might think of doing is either black or blue.
The baby blue would be hard.
Yeah. What do you think?
Change your crown with it too.
Yeah, big
Match your
time.
crown, looks killer.
Big time.
What do you got on, Elmer?
Rose gold chrono, standard. I love
Classic.
That's really
Favorite,
nice.
Classic.
favorite,
The
favorite piece
the
from
vest
AP,
daily.
so, yeah.
And I got a RM30 chronometry edition with the orange setup on it with the new strap, which, bro, we got to put you on game for these because this is the
That's
game
updated
changer
design,
now.
right?
The new vintage strap.
Yeah.
That's crazy. But to jump into things, I want you to introduce yourself. I want you to tell everyone what you do, sort of how you got to where you are today, and give us a little bit of insight on you. So we'll start back, just explaining what you do. So
Sure. So it's kind of crazy, man. I'm 27 years old. I've been trading stocks for 8 years. So a lot of people got into the market during 2020 or 2021 because of COVID. So a lot of people made a lot of easy money, bro. But here, I've been doing this for 8 years. I started working at Starbucks. So my first job was a barista at Starbucks. I was making
that's crazy.
Where was this?
This was in New Jersey.
Nice.
So this was in New Jersey when I was about 19 years old. And I was a barista at Starbucks making about $150 a week after taxes. I would...
Wait, $150 a week?
After taxes, yeah.
Wow, okay.
It was fucking terrible, dude. I would go spend... And at that time, gas was so expensive. It was like $70 to fill up my 1998 BMW, right? And I would spend $60, $70 on gas. I would spend $50 on going to the movies with my girl. And maybe I would have an extra $40 left to put into my bank account, and that was it, right?
That's crazy. You were living at home?
I was living with my parents. And to me, bro, I was always into like Wall Street, making money, the guys in the nice suits, the fancy cars, all that stuff. So I wanted to be involved in the markets, but I just didn't know how. I thought the only way to make money in the stock market was you have to put your money, and after 40 years, you start to maybe be able to buy a Rolex, right? I didn't know that there was something called day trading. So when I was in college, one of my friends is like, do you know what day trading is? Like just randomly bullshitting around. I'm like, no, what's that? He's like, you could be in and out of trades in 5-10 minutes, maybe even seconds. I'm like, trade? I thought the only way to trade was to, invest. Hold. Exactly, to hold. So I didn't really know, bro. And then I was going through a bad relationship. Like my girl broke up with me, and I was like, bro, like, I just want to find a way to get rich to just get back at her, right?
Shorting Starbucks?
They're not even shorting Starbucks. I just want to make money, bro. I just want to fucking make money, something to distract me from like heartbreak, right? So I started in the market. Because in my opinion, there's two biggest ways to make money in the world. It's real estate and the stock market, right? Real estate, there's a huge barrier to entry. It's hundreds of thousands of dollars to get a property. or stock market, you open up a $500 account or a $100, whatever. Back then, Robinhood didn't exist, right? So for me, I started, and I had this magical skill where every time I bought a stock, it tanked. It was bro, you can't make this shit up. Like, I bought it and immediately it would crater. So I didn't know that there was something called shorting. And shorting basically means that you make money when stocks go down. So I was like, fuck, bro. Like, if I have this reverse Midas touch where every time I touch a stock, it tanks, instead of buying it there, why don't I just fucking short it? And hey, maybe I'm going to make money. So that's how I started like my journey into the stock market. And I started to lose money doing that. I had no routine. I had no process. I was just gambling at that point. And after I started to find out that, okay, I need to have a strategy now. And I remember my first short trade ever. I shorted 2,000 shares of a stock called VGGL. Stock doesn't trade anymore. A scam that doesn't exist anymore. Shorted 2,000 shares, and within 5 minutes, it went down 50 cents a share. I made $1,000, and I was addicted forever. And
1,000 total.
$1,000 total, yeah. That was my first short trade ever, and that's when I started to get addicted to, holy shit, I might have found something that's actually gonna make me money.
Yeah.
So to backtrack a little bit, when you first opened your account and you started out, you had this, barista money saved up, and you opened your account, what, like, your average position starting off, what was that looking like? And around what time was this?
So yeah, this was probably around 2014, 2015. I didn't know that I had to position manage. I would just go all in on everything because I didn't know what I was doing.
The whole bankroll in on one trade.
If I had $1,000 account and some of these brokers give you 3-4 times margin, which is like $4,000, I'll just go $4,000 all in. I'd all in because that's what I thought at the point how I could make money. But basically what I ended up losing money. I would go back, work at Starbucks, make another couple $100, open up an account, lose money. And then, bro, I was like, I have to take this serious. Like, what am I gonna do? I have no more money left. I'm fucking broke. I sold the rims on my fucking car for $2,000. That was the last $2,000 I ever fucking had. Sold the rims on my car, and that's when my first account started to build up. Because now I was either gonna make money or I couldn't fucking have a car anymore.
Yeah. And when was this that you did that?
That was probably 2016, man. So my first year trading, I lost money. My second year trading, I broke even. By my third year trading, I started to make money. Not 6-7 figures, like $100, bro. Like shit like that.
No, trading's very, very tough.
Yeah.
And I know it's something that, like, if you want to do it, maybe 1 or 2% of the people can actually make a career out of it. It's a tough thing to do.
In my opinion, bro, it's one of the hardest, toughest jobs in the world because I tell people, like, bro, like, thank God, knock on wood, I make more money than a doctor, lawyer, and engineer combined, working 90% time, like 90% less time. And if you want to have a career that allows you to make that much fucking money, it's not supposed to be easy.
No, it's not
supposed to be easy. That's why, like, all these people that made money on GameStop, AMC, all this shit, bro, like, I know that they probably don't even bother watching. They don't even have money anymore. They blew it all. It's gone.
100%. So just to give people perspective on things. So barista, blew up multiple accounts, started making a little bit of money. At this time, as far as watches, what were you looking at? Like, were you rocking something then, or?
Back then, bro, I really didn't have much money, man. I was not even into watches, but I remember the first watch I ever got. So I want to kind of show you that too.
Oh, I'm excited to see this.
So this, bro, you're not even gonna know what the hell this is. So I don't know. Do you know what that is?
I've never seen that in my life. I have never in my life seen that. I have no idea what that is.
It's a Lamborghini. I don't know if I could show the camera, but
we'll pop it up on the screen.
Yeah, it's a Lamborghini branded watch. So this watch, it was actually I went on a cruise with my family, and it was my birthday. And I'm a very big car guy. I love cars more than anything. It's like a passion for me. It's a hobby for me. So when I saw this watch that had like a Lamborghini on it, I was like, oh my God, like, it's the coolest thing in the world. Like, I'm asking my dad, can I buy it? What can I do? He's like, if you want it, you got to work for it, right? So he had a small business. So I started working over the summer to be able to pay him back for it. It was like a $300 watch. It was nothing crazy. It's something so small, but fast forward, it was a Lamborghini watch. And through day trading, I was actually able to afford my first Lamborghini. That's why it's so sentimental, is because my first watch was a Lamborghini branded watch.
Do you still have that?
That's
watch?
crazy.
I still have that watch at home.
Nice.
Yeah.
Never saw it.
Yeah.
Well, I mean,
I don't plan on selling it. It's not like I can make money, but I knew there was no way in hell you would know what the fuck that is.
I had no idea. Honestly, like, it's cool to see also perspective as, this being your first watch, this is what you really wanted and strived to get, and you went out and got it. And I think that probably correlated a lot to, your drive and ambition now and how you look at things in life and setting goals. So after you got this watch, you threw it on, you're rocking and you're feeling good about yourself. Like, what was your play from there? Did you have the itch for watches then, or did it just sort of get you into the industry, or what was the mindset?
You know what it is for me, bro? It's for me, whether it be watches, jewelry, it's like a trophy, right? In our, let's say, business world, whatever world, for you guys, a trophy is an RM. If you're fucking crushing it in business and you're selling all these RMs, you're selling all these APs, you want to be able to have that for yourself, because that tells you, all right, maybe it doesn't define your success, but it reminds you of your hard work to get to that point, right? Yeah. So for me, my watch after that was an AP, and I remember getting that AP because that was the first speech that I ever gave in Las Vegas. So I was invited to give a speech at a stock trading conference, and I went to the AP boutique in Vegas, and that was like, it was like a $30,000 watch at the time. And when I bought that, I was like, okay, this is gonna be my memory for that speech in Vegas. And since then, all of the watches, all the jewelry that I get is correlated to some sort of memory or some sort of important thing in my life that has happened.
Which watch was that you got from the boutique?
I'll show you. I don't know the exact reference number, but I'm gonna show you right here.
So this was probably like 2017, 2018 that you were able to get it at the boutique?
And do you still have it?
No, I actually sold it to you guys so that I could get my first RM.
Okay, that's fine.
Yeah, so it's definitely much different now. When's the last time you've been into a boutique and were able to buy something?
Impossible.
Impossible, right?
Impossible.
Oh, that's beautiful. Yeah, 15400 OR.
Oh, I remember this one. The one that you had a lot of fun with it, a lot of memories, because the crystal was scratched and it had a bunch of marks on it.
It was October 6th, 2017, and this is the receipt from the boutique.
$29,000 from the boutique.
Yeah.
No
So-
tax? What?
I had it shipped to New Jersey.
Should we talk
That's
about how
crazy.
much that watch is worth now?
Yeah.
So he's showing us right now a 15400 OR on leather, which is actually a very popular watch now, discontinued with the black dial. So to give you perspective, $29,000, and you said
Crazy.
2018?
I think 2017.
2017. $29,000 in 2017, and
2017.
it's trading today at
60 plus.
$65,000, $70,000
Yeah.
for that watch.
So-
So the ROI there is pretty incredible for a
crazy.
luxury asset. I mean, that's not something you get to see every day. So now you made your jump into the watch market, right? So you had this Lamborghini, and then you had the AP. At this point, correlating your success to a specific watch and moment in time. After this, where was your head at? Like, what was your goals or your mindsets, and what did you want to do after this?
So RM to me was always something that seemed unattainable. Like the barrier to entry to have one of these watches is so outrageous. It's like it's a house. Yeah. So would I rather buy a fucking house or would I rather buy a watch? So to me, it was always unattainable. It was something that I never thought that I would be able to get to that level to be able to afford it. Because stupid, bro. It is a little bit stupid to spend this much money on a watch, but with the way that you make it as an investment and you make money on it, plus like it's art to me. It's more than jewelry, it's art to me.
No, really, the way it's built, it's crazy. It's not like things are gonna pop out. Like it's a solid piece, and yeah, like you said, it's a trophy.
Exactly.
It really is a trophy.
Exactly. So I always thought it was unattainable, bro, until the 2020, 2021 stock market COVID boom happened, right? And the way that I explain that to people is, bro, it's my job, my business, the way I make money is I bet against hype. So rather than finding the best stocks in the world and betting that they're gonna go higher, I find the worst stocks in the world and bet that they're gonna go lower. I look for scams, I look for rehashed PRs, I look for dilution, I look for any reason that a stock should not be up, I bet against that.
So like GME and...
Correct. So that brings me to how I was able to afford all this shit. So GameStop, everyone knows, a crazy stock that went from, $5 to $500, whatever.
Crazy, yeah.
And for me, I mean...
And what is it at now, do you know?
Right now, I think it's trading around $100.
When you saw that happening, were you like absolutely, because I mean, we saw this together.
Yeah.
We were literally sitting in the car, like watching this go up on the way to the office, and I was like, this is absolutely insane. I remember I saw it go to 170, and literally I stopped in front of Yash's house when we were picking him up, shorted it right there, and I was like, this is absolutely out of control. Of course, it went up a little bit more and then dipped, but when you saw this happening, like, was it the first time that you've seen something so, like a crazy, short squeeze like that?
So my job, my business is finding those short squeezes. So I've seen probably before GameStop, hundreds of those setups.
To that degree though, like...
Not to that degree, but I've seen a stock go from... The craziest stock that I remember back then was a stock that went from $1 to $100 and then crashed. It was YASH, dry ships. I don't know if you've ever heard of that company.
I have not.
But anyone that knows the stock market that's been around knows that. Or like something like when Ebola was happening, when Ebola and all that shit was happening, a lot of these mask companies or hazmat suit companies went from $1 to $35. So I've seen the pattern happen over and over again, but this pattern was just exaggerated. It was a very exaggerated move because it became mainstream. It became media. It was picked up. Like the stocks that I trade, you've never even heard of in your entire life. But this stock, everyone heard about it. And that's what was kind of very interesting. So for me, when GameStop was going crazy, we have like, I also teach people how to trade stocks, you know. It's like an academy. So what we do is there's certain strategies and certain setups that over the years of me losing money, I figured out what works and what doesn't. And that specific stock fit into one of our strategies called the first red day. And what the first red day strategy is that after 3 days of a stock going up and up and up and up, the first day that it goes red, that's gonna trigger a profit taking and the stock is gonna go down. What ended up happening in GameStop's story was Robinhood stopped purchases of that stock.
Unprecedented.
Yeah,
Unprecedented. Absolutely ridiculous.
They said you're not allowed to buy the stock anymore. And to me, bro, if you're not allowed to buy and you could only fucking sell,
Has to go down.
it's gonna be a domino effect, bro. So I just fucking hit the button as much as I could, tried shorting the stock, and that day that it crashed, I made $350,000 in one day.
Wow.
And then that is what allowed me to start to build more money, make more money, and then, you know, use some of that money to make some memories happen,
Yeah.
right? So it's great. And then it happened again 6 months later on AMC.
Yeah.
The exact same pattern, the exact same setup, the exact same stupidity, and that AMC trade was my biggest trade ever. That was about 700,000 in one day.
Wow.
And that's what allowed me to
And
be
how
able-
much did the stock drop? Like,
AMC I shorted 30,000 shares at $70 and I got out around $50.
wow.
Maybe
So what is that, like 35 to 40% drop?
something like about, yeah, call it 35-40%, but I was prepared because it happened 6 months ago on GameStop.
Yeah, it's seen it
Same
before.
setup.
Yeah.
Same setup happened, but this time I wasn't gonna make fucking 300, bro. I was trying to go for $1 million. I got a little bit greedy. I could have probably hopefully made $1 million, but I fucked up. It was my mistake. I agreed, but 700 was still a great amount of money, bro. So that between GameStop and AMC in 2021, those just 2 trades were $1 million trades, and that was what, you know, propelled me and allowed me to, you know, start to be able to get into the league of being able to fucking afford one of these.
The day after we got the call for the 3502.
Exactly.
Or no, actually the red drive and then the
red drive,
3502.
exactly.
But to circle back a little bit, so coming from being a barista, right, and you said making $150 a week to making
Yeah.
$350,000 or $700,000 in one day.
Yeah.
As far as your perspective and like life outlook and everything like that, how have you changed in thinking about like making money and how money works and everything like that in even your decision making, like buying an expensive watch like this, like, do you say to yourself, wow, I made $700,000 in a day, am I going to be able to replicate that, or I'm going to go for $2 million next time? Like, how does that fit in with your characteristics?
Yeah, so when I made all that money, my thought process, my first thing was not, what could I fucking spend it on? Could I buy a Lambo? Could I buy this? Could I buy that? My first thought was, holy fucking shit. Like, holy fuck, dude. Like, this is like, it doesn't process in your brain because you're just sitting there clicking fucking buttons, and all of a sudden after 2 hours, there's fucking $700,000 extra in your trading account that I call my guy. I'm like, yo, wire that to me fucking today. Like, I want that shit out of there. I want it to be real. I need it because if numbers on a screen do not equate to seeing it in real life. So I needed to see it in my Bank of America, bro. I needed to see that fucking money in there, and I didn't want anyone to touch that shit. So for me, I didn't buy expensive things until I was able to afford multiple of them. So after the AMC trade, after the GameStop trade, it went in my head, and it was like, all right, now I'm in this league. But it wasn't until, you know, towards the end of the year when I made more and more and more and more money that I was like, all right, you know,
It's time to have a little bit of fun.
Exactly. Last year, 2021, I made, after fees, commissions, everything, it was about $3 million. So I made $3 million and I spent $500,000 on this.
Which is going to go up.
Exactly. So to me, it's not really the end of the world spending, you know, 20% of my yearly income on an appreciating asset, because to me, I already made more than any other asset on this stuff, right? Because John, I mean, how much has it gone up since then?
Yeah, so do you mind letting me tell everyone like sort of what you got into it for? And
Yeah, everything.
So to give you guys an idea, you bought this in December.
I bought this, so Christmas Eve is when I bought this because I bought so many gifts for so many people and I was like, fuck, bro. Like,
You need to give.
I
it's
wasn't
time to get an
for
R up.
myself. So I hit you guys up and you actually posted this on your Instagram story.
That was a fire picture,
And
by
without,
the way.
and literally, bro, 2 seconds after it was posted, I think it was 2 seconds after it posted, I think I DM'd it to you.
No,
or
yeah,
Yash.
you
Hit up
acted
Yash.
quick.
Yeah, I was like, bro, like, how much is this? I want this. And you guys, we were talking, whatever, this, that, and I was like, all right, like, let me, because I had, at that point, I had the red drive, the RM.
Which is also a beautiful watch.
Yeah, that
Beautiful.
was exactly. So I was like, all right, like, let me see if I can make a deal. I was like, I'll trade in my red drive and pick up the Nadal, and I want a white Bubba as well. Like, what could you guys do for me? And then what ended up happening is I bought it, wired you guys the same day, and then Yash actually flew out to New Jersey Christmas Eve to hand deliver me the 3502.
I remember this very. It's funny too because this watch we actually got it that same morning. So it was like a 48-hour process to move a $500,000 watch. So
Yeah, that's
to give you guys
2021 also, right?
to give you guys
brand new.
perspective,
Yep.
2021 3502 black and TPT production super low for the 3502. Actually, in 2021, like I was telling you before, very low units were sold. Just shy of $500,000 was his entry. Right now, this watch is trading closer to 540, 550,000. So we're running about, let's say 10% in 2 months. So we already outperformed the S&P 500, which is pretty crazy.
Correct.
So it just goes to show, he did amazing on a luxury good and an asset and a Richard Mille. And, who knows, the sky's the limit. Like I was telling you before in the office, I think this is going to be probably a $750,000,
No, yeah,
potentially $1 million
crazy.
watch one day if things continue like they are. So we'll have to see what happens.
Even the
with
white
it.
Bubba. Like,
And
do
the
you remember
bubble.
that?
Do you remember? I don't remember what you got into the bubble for. It was like, was it 380?
I got a good price. I think it was like 375.
375?
Somewhere around there, yeah.
So you actually did better on the Bubba than the Nadal so far. You both did good on both, but that watch right now is like $420,000, $430,000.
I think the Bubba's gonna be a $500,000 watch.
I could easily see it. And it's
People
funny.
like. What were you saying?
Oh no, I was saying it's funny because I've had this conversation with people about the Bubba, even you, like how it's such a high production number for Bubba and it's been made for so many years. I mean, I don't know if you remember this too, but when I first saw the Bubba, it was on actually Dan Bilzerian and he was rocking it like this was like 2014, 2013. And I was like, damn, what is that thing?
Probably paid
what,
like $60K for that.
literally probably nothing.
Yeah.
Maybe
50,
less.
60K.
Yeah.
And when I saw it, I was like, wow, that's really, really cool watch. And I really think it has potential to continue to do well as well.
Yeah.
So we'll have to see what happens with it. This I know for sure is like
I'm in love with
upper
this. Bro.
echelon
I am
of
so
Richard Mille.
in love with this watch, bro. The skeleton look, bro. Everything about it is just, bro. Like,
It's much different than the red drive too, like the NTPT feel, the look, and it always looks brand new. So
Yeah. And this is lighter than the Bubba.
much lighter.
Yeah.
Much lighter. You have to remember under the Bubba is titanium.
Yeah.
So it has a little bit of weight to
Yeah,
it.
the carbon. And by the way, with the white Bubba, people love that. Like that's setting the most coveted Bubba.
Yeah.
100%.
It's like a classic.
It's so funny too because you'll show like a guy a white Bubba and you'll show him like a red drive,
And
right?
he'll pick the white
and every single time it's like, yeah, the red drive limited 30, you can't get it. And he's like, I want the white Bubba.
Yeah.
Every single time.
Yeah.
But white Bubba is also like not that versatile of a watch, if that makes sense. So for it to be very popular and continue to trend up and people love it, and it's not the most versatile watch, is really interesting. Like this watch is very versatile. You can wear it with literally anything. It's black.
Correct.
You can put it all black. You can dress it up. But Bubba's like that big white watch on your wrist. So it's like when people see that, they know what time it is.
Yeah.
They're like, holy shit, he's wearing a Bubba,
Time.
But this kind of flies a little bit more under the radar unless
Like I find myself just like staring at it, bro, and like my girl gets mad at me all the time. She's like, "What are you doing?" Just like looking at it all day long. I'm like, I can't help it. It's so beautiful. It's like it's art, right? Because like I don't want to be the type of guy that buys something so beautiful and so expensive that it sits in a safe all day, bro.
No,
That's
for sure, no.
That's my thing. But as I said, if I ever got to the point where I made money, I would fucking enjoy it, bro. Because I'm young. I don't want it to sit in a safe and collect dust. Because what the fuck is the point, bro? What's the point of that? So any watch I have, any car
No,
I
you
have,
gotta wear it, and you have insurance on it, of course.
exactly. It took me dude. That's even a crazy story, insuring these things. But I want to have that peace of mind so that even if some motherfucker comes and tries to steal it off my wrist, I'm still gonna be secure.
Yeah.
Well,
You're good.
the funniest part of that whole thing is that you were saying before that you sold your rims for $2,000, right?
Yes.
To start trading. Is it mind blowing that the strap and deployant on that watch alone is 5 times more expensive than the rims on your car? The rubber strap and the deployant buckle.
Yeah. Do you know what the deployment cost on that watch? Like, You probably sell them for around $8,000. Just the clasp part that closes it.
Literally
Not
just
the
this,
strap.
like this. Every time you open this, that's $8,000. Just that little.
I think I'm in the wrong business, bro. I should be selling fucking straps. That's what I should be doing.
Well, actually, tell us about that a little bit. So you were telling me before, and I know we talked about this previously, and I want you to tell everyone here today about sort of into stocks, right? So it's day trader, but you also have a lot of different avenues that you use to make money and also educate people, which is really important to you. And we were talking about it on the way here. In Miami, you have those guys come up to you all the time in the club, like, "Oh, I'm a trader. Oh, buy my NFT. Oh, I have a coin. Whatever." I'm sure you've seen it like 100 times too.
Everywhere, bro.
But you actually have a platform and a service that's really helping people and giving honest advice and making people money. So I want you to talk a little bit about that and explain to people how they can also, maybe come from a barista or whatever it is and be successful. I want people to know about that.
Sure. So in our industry, the problem is that like there's so many of these frauds, man. Like everyone's like, buy my signal,
especially
buy
on
my
Twitter,
Forex signal, everything, bro. They're telling you like, oh, it's making money in the stock market is easy. All you gotta do is follow what I do, right? Follow what I do. And the problem is that all these people that are telling you to follow them, number one, they're on a delay. So they buy stock and you get the alert 5 minutes later. So already they're getting in before you. When they sell it, they're telling you they sell it 5 minutes later, 10 minutes later. And the way it works is the stock is only going up because there's people following it. If you had 10,000 people telling you to buy one stock, after those 10,000 people stop buying, who else is left to buy? It doesn't exist. It's artificial. It's fake. There's no news. There's no catalyst. There's no PR. There's nothing behind it. It's just pumping up. It's literally artificial pumping them. So when I first started, that's how I started. I thought that I bought someone's signals and, I'm going to be faster than them. I'm going to be smarter than them. And hey, if they're making $10,000 a day, if I even make $1,000 a day, I'll be better off than most people. But that's the scam of the industry. The scam of the industry is signals, alerts, Forex signals, whatever.
And how did you get these alerts? Twitter,
Instagram, Telegram, text message, email.
Telegram. That's a new one.
Everything.
That's a new one.
They sell it because like, hey, I'm in 5,000 shares of this $1 stock. Stock goes to 150. You buy it at 150. All of a sudden, you buy it at 150. It's back down to $1. When you're buying it at 150, the guy's selling it to you at 150, right? So for me, I want to do something that I wish existed when I first started, right? So what we do is we don't do any signals, we don't do any alerts. It's pretty much a school for day trading. So basically we provide videos, we provide lessons, we provide education, we provide the setups that I use. You get to watch live trades after the fact. So I'm explaining my trades, I'm writing down my plan, and after I write down my plan, I execute and then I share that after the fact so that you could watch and learn.
and do your own.
Exactly. So, because if I'm not there one day, I still want you to be able to learn how to make money. So every day I put out a watch list. Every day I say where I personally am interested in finding these stocks, these specific locations. And then from there, real time, me and the guy that taught me how to trade, my mentor Bao, real time, we help and educate and mentor and commentate on the market action that we're seeing so that without me, you'll still be able to learn how to trade.
Which is super important too, right? Because like we say the same thing about watches, right? So you're backing up your courses and your advice with actual trades. So you're putting your own money on the line and showing people, look, I did this. Maybe sometimes it goes wrong, maybe sometimes it goes right, but you're giving them real advice. And it's the same thing with selling watches, right? So like we, like AP, we like RM. So even today you asked me for Rolex, we're like, hey, we don't have so many, but we sell what we believe in.
Correct.
And I think that's the most genuine and honest way to go about things. So it's exciting to see that from you too, because I've seen this so many freaking times with these like scammers and crazy stuff and signals and sign up for my course.
It doesn't work, bro. Trust me, dude. It doesn't work. Someone's not gonna sell you the holy grail for $50 fucking bucks, bro. It's not gonna work. You're not gonna take that $50 and turn it to 10,000. But the same setup that I made $700,000 on that pattern, I've made money using that pattern 100 times. I'm gonna teach you that pattern. That pattern, so that when you see that pattern come up, you're gonna know how to execute on it. Or how do I protect myself from not losing a shitload of money when that happens? So that's called risk management. So we teach all of our members how to manage their risk because anyone can make money in the market. The hard part is keeping the money in your pocket.
Very tough. And taxes. Taxes is very important.
We teach you how, like I trade under an LLC. People don't know that. I trade under an LLC because I get to deduct my commissions. I get to deduct my computer. I get to deduct my office. So a certain amount of square foot in your office you can deduct from your taxes. There's a bunch of different perks and benefits that a Robinhood trader is not going to know what the hell they're doing. So, and the best part is our education, our mentorship is tax deductible because part of your trading business. So essentially, it's almost like for free. You have nothing but to gain, and that's why we started. And we've been doing it for about 3.5 years now.
Wow.
We've taught thousands of traders, and we have about 2,300 active members today, helping our entire community. So you guys have your WhatsApp group.
2,000 to 3,000?
2,300 members in our community right now.
Wow.
So you have your WhatsApp group chats where you guys talk to your watch dealers. We have a Slack chat where you're struggling with a setup. Maybe he's mastered that setup. You guys link up, you guys help each other. Or we host meetups around the world. Like we just hosted a meetup in California.
That's fast.
And we had 200 people come up there. So
No way.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
yeah, so
Imagine that.
we like to unite traders. Trading is a very lonely business. You sit in your office all day long, and
Yeah.
so
And it's you go crazy.
you go fucking nuts,
Makes
bro.
your
So
head
you
go
got. We want it to be so that your passion is trading, his passion is trading. You guys are shy. Let's link you guys up and make you talk about your biggest passion, which is love for the market, and that's what we do.
And can I get your thoughts on crypto?
Crypto. So I have
Crypto and NFTs.
Okay, so I have a lot of Ethereum, a shitload of Ethereum. For every, like let's say, I would say my split between Bitcoin, I only have Bitcoin and Ethereum. I would say I'm 90% Ethereum, 10% Bitcoin. The only reason why is because in case Bitcoin goes crazy, I want to have a piece of it, but I think Ethereum has actual utility.
Yeah.
I think it's an actual platform, it's an actual building block that you could essentially see the value of it growing as more apps are on that platform. And bro, I just follow the money. Goldman Sachs is buying Ethereum, Barclays is buying Ethereum, so I follow that. And as for NFTs, it's very tough because a lot of NFTs, in my opinion, unless they have some sort of utility,
Yeah.
it doesn't really matter.
No, yeah.
100% agree.
You need to, like, for example, like we're launching our NFTs, and our NFTs are going to be, you get to sit side by side and watch me trade. So you're not getting a picture
Yeah, it
of a
has to
fucking,
have value.
you're not getting a monkey. You're getting the ability to sit side by side with me, and that utility is what will give it value.
100%. And I think that that's where a lot of people fall behind, like with NFT projects, is
Yeah,
not
it has to be
applying
done the right
that
way.
utility.
Correct.
If it's not done the right way, then you're gonna have problems. But that's
Correct.
that's cool. I didn't even know you were doing that. So
Yeah.
do you want to tell us a little bit about it, or did you announce it yet, or is it kind of on the DL?
It's kind of on the DL. We haven't really announced it yet. No one really knows that we're doing it yet.
Low key plug announcement right now.
Yeah, but I mean, what I also want to do for the viewers is we're actually running like just some free education. So we have free videos on YouTube. It's youtube.com/myinvestingclub, and we actually have a free course that you get to see one of my $18,000 live trades. So you get to see me teaching you about that trade, and you get to watch me trade it live. So that's at myinvestingclub.com/webinar for anyone that's interested.
I will definitely
Free.
plug that on the screen so everyone can check it out. And as far as crypto, right? So this is the long-term play, right? So
Sure.
everyone out there that is interested in it as well, are you going to be giving advice on crypto as well, or is that mostly just focused on stocks?
So for crypto, the thing is, we teach technical analysis. So we teach you how to read a chart. And if you could read a chart, you could trade Forex, crypto,
I was gonna
fucking
ask that. Do
anything.
you think they follow same patterns?
Same pattern. Same pattern. Because every single asset is
Manipulation?
everything's manipulated. Stock market's manipulated. Everything. Like GameStop was
Do
manipulated.
you think that the stock market is more manipulated than crypto, or crypto is more manipulated? Because I have my own opinion, so I'm curious to see what you think.
I think the stock market is extremely manipulated, bro. I think the biggest criminals in the world are in the stock market because these people, bro, like even these IPOs, man. Like I don't know if you know what happened with Coinbase, but Coinbase IPO.
Oh, ridiculous.
Yeah, they IPO'd, they priced at $200. They IPO'd at $400, and now they're at $180.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Day one of the IPO, the CEO, CFO, CMO.
There was no
sold-
lockup?
There was no lockup.
What?
They
I didn't even
sold
know that.
90% of their stock on day one, bro. 90% of their stock on day one, and now the stock is down 50% since. They made billions of dollars, and Main Street lost all their fucking
And they
money.
flipped it into Ethereum or Bitcoin and they wrote it up.
Correct.
Crazy.
It's
I think there's a stat that like most IPOs will go below their IPO price.
correct. And long term, if they're able to, prove their business,
yeah.
like
They'll come back
Facebook IPO'd at like 40, it went down to 20, and now it's in the 200s, you know?
And after getting smashed, right?
Yeah, it was in 300, but then it got fucking destroyed.
Yeah.
But yeah.
So to summarize everything right now, I want to give all the guys out there that are watching, guys and girls, all the fans out there that are watching, a little bit of perspective into you. So as of today, spent over $1 million with us in a very short period of time. Like what, 6 months you've known us?
Less,
Or a little
bro.
bit longer?
I bought the red drive in September.
Sorry, $1.5 million. I didn't mean to disrespect you like that.
It's not disrespect. These are crazy numbers, bro. It's crazy numbers. So it was probably September, October, November, about 4 months.
4 months. So $1.5 million coming from being a barista to now where you are. As far as your future outlook and luxury assets and hard assets in 2022, is there anything that you have in the back of your mind that's a goal that you really want to get, or what you saw next, or what your plans are for watches in this year? Or
so in terms of watch goals, I really like the 6702, bro. I like the lightweight.
Which color?
I was thinking about red, but I already have red. Maybe just black, just clean black, or I think
so the black is red and black, or the blue and black?
Yeah, I think probably the blue and black is what I'm looking for mostly.
That's my favorite tool.
Yeah, and what are those going for now? Because I remember they were like 250, now they're 3 something.
So it's crazy. Actually, the 67s are like picking up really well in the market. So the black and blue right now is going north of 360.
Oh my!
The black and red is going almost at 350. The white went well over 400. Purple went over 300. Green is literally right at 300.
And what was it 6 months ago?
So 67s were pretty flat for a while. They were, I would say the purple, the red, and the green were all trading within like $25,000. The blue was always a little bit more expensive than, of course, the white.
Yeah.
But to give you an idea, probably 30 to 40% gain in the past year on the 67.
Maybe like 50K, or maybe more in the year, more than 50K.
Yeah, they've done really well. But so yeah, it'd be nice to put into your collection a little bit of diversity, having the Bubba and the 3502, and then having that ultra
So
thin.
you like TPT?
Yeah,
and light stuff.
I like it. And we were actually, before this, we were actually looking at some watches earlier, and I saw a bunch of APs that are very, very beautiful, bro. So I might have to
grab that daily.
I might have to go back in and get another AP, because I wear this in the Bubba pretty much every single day.
That's crazy. I mean, and a lot of people ask all the time too that, are guys wearing these daily? Or are they wearing it every single day out on the street? And the answer is yeah. This is a perfect example of a guy who made it from nothing, wears an RM every single day, and I mean the thing looks brand new.
I love it, bro.
Literally perfect.
I like clean it every fucking 5 minutes. I make because to me it's very important. This reminds me of Christmas. It reminds me of AMC. It reminds me of games. Everything just like
about COVID times. 2020.
Exactly. It reminds me of, because in COVID, bro, it was bad. Like I had COVID too, so I know what it was like. But
it helped build you.
In that time period, not everything was bad. Is what it reminds me. There's actually good in some of those bad times as well,
Mm-hmm. Can I ask you a question? So, between stocks and crypto, you consider yourself more of a stock guy, right?
Correct.
Crypto. So, like, what would you say your split is?
Right now, it's gonna sound crazy, but I'm about 60% crypto, 40% stock.
Oh, so you're more of a crypto guy.
Because
that's crazy.
I have so much, because I think, like, let's say some of my biggest holdings in the stock market are Tesla, Facebook. I like to hold blue chips. Just because, like,
strong companies.
Because, bro, I got to, my mentor told me a saying, you only need to get rich once. Once you get fucking rich, make sure you don't ever lose it. So I want to have my stuff in secure things in the market. So something like Tesla, yeah, I think in a couple of years it'll go to 2,000. But, bro, I think Ethereum in the same couple of years will go to 10,000. So because I think there's more room for crypto to grow, that's why I have more of a bias there.
No, and diversity is
correct.
The most important.
Exactly. And I want to be, like, my crypto is being staked. So I get about 4.5% of my Ethereum. So it's almost like I'm getting paid rent every single month for just holding my crypto.
That's crazy. Do you think that the markets will have any correlation in this year with watches or luxury goods in general?
I think it depends, bro. I think it depends, because if all assets go up, people are going to have money to spend. So it is in everyone's best interest for every market to go up, so that more people have more liquid cash to spend on other stuff,
Yeah. And were you shocked with the prices of watches, like when you started looking at them with the inflation and how expensive everything has gotten and cost of just living in general? Or were you surprised about that?
I can't believe, because do you know the retail on this?
I actually don't know the retail.
Maybe like
I want to say 185, 190-ish.
Bro, call it 200. Call it 200. 200 to 550.
Crazy.
And then 750, and maybe in 2 years, $1 million.
Yeah.
That's almost 10 times return,
But
bro.
the thing that they could do, which AP does, is increase their retail. So
Correct.
once you increase your retail, the premium
And everyone tells me that Richard Mille is buying back his used inventory.
Yeah.
And
Yes.
he also said, I don't know if this is true or not, but he wants all of his entry-level watches to be $500,000.
That is also what we've been hearing.
That's
in the
what Sean
grapevine as
says.
well. Yeah.
Correct. So if that's the case, hey, bro, this Bubba at fucking 400 is pretty good.
Yeah.
And what's crazy is that you actually are seeing this happen
Yeah.
right before your eyes. I mean, to get an RM nowadays, yeah, you can buy a 10 or a 5, which granted is an expensive watch, six-figure watch, being that lower end of Richard Mille, but to get into like the real big boy RM game, like you have to come with a $350,000 check at least.
And it's just going to continue to
And-
get harder and harder.
Yeah.
And it gets harder every year. Even the 10s, I mean, the RM10 rose gold has almost gone to 200K. So,
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, from 70 in 2018 to 200 now, he's making it happen. Inflation's helping a little bit, and crypto and all these different things, but I think he's going to continue to do good. But to wrap everything up, I just wanted you to, plug all of your companies and, tell everyone once again, what your plans are for the rest of the year and how you're going to be able to help them, because that's important for us too.
Sure.
I want you to definitely let us
Yeah,
know.
so I have a free YouTube channel with 1,000 day trading videos. It's at youtube.com/myinvestingclub. Every single day we have a new video that comes out. I make a live video. So what I do is on Monday I trade from 9:30 to 10:30. And then at 11 a.m., I come on and go a live video, and I explain my trades of the day. I recap my trades.
So that's
and then-
every day?
That's every Monday. Every Monday, that's what I do. Every Tuesday, my mentor, Bao, does that. Every Wednesday, someone else. So we have content every day. And then, like I said, for the viewers, we have a free webinar course running where you get to watch one of my $18,000 live trades, and that's at myinvestingclub.com/webinar.
So we'll,
This is
we'll
awesome,
throw that
bro.
guy up there on the screen. Go check him out if you want to, sort of get some ideas, some real advice. This
Yeah.
is a real life example of a guy who made it. No funny business, no signals, no bullshit.
Nothing, bro.
Richard Mille on his wrist. Exciting, bro. Thank you so much for coming down. I really
Thanks for having
appreciate
me,
it.
bro.
You're
This
the
is
man. Loved it.
That's
Great
awesome,
experience.
bro. Thank you so much.
Thanks,
for
brother.
having you.
Thank you guys. Check out his YouTube channel. We'll pop it up on the screen and let us know what you think about the podcast. Let us know if you want to continue to see these. To be honest with you, we're really excited to do them. So thank you
Leave a
guys again.
comment, subscribe, let us know what you want to see on the next video.
The plug.
Yeah, that's
Thank
it.
you guys.
Thank you guys.
Thanks.